As per translation of a 2020 Chinese government research paper on the U.S. Navy's distributed lethality concept, reviewed by USNI News, the Chinese military sees the Littoral Combat Ship, armed with anti-ship missiles, as a key element of a U.S. distributed maritime force in the Western Pacific. Chinese researchers compared the Littoral Combat Ship, LCS, with other surface combatants, arguing that the former's modularity, cheap price, high speed, and other characteristics enable it to become a powerful tool in future distributed lethality tactics, reads the U.S. Navy's Distributed Lethality Implementation Method paper from the Maritime Design and Research Institute of China, MARIC. Viewers may note that MARIC is the central research and development arm for China's shipbuilding sector. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why China's worried about the Littoral Combat Ship of the U.S. Navy. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by War Thunder, the most comprehensive military vehicle online game for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, in which you can go to battle on more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s. The game has an amazing attention to detail and focuses on a realistic combat experience, which is why knowing your vehicles and skill really makes a difference. It's easy to get into, and all you need to play is nothing more but your mouse and keyboard or controller. Immerse yourself in cross-platform combat with more than 20 million other military vehicle enthusiasts from all over the world. Download and play War Thunder for free using the link in the description below, and also get a free bonus tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account. The Littoral Combat Ship, LCS, is a set of two classes, the Independence and Freedom. Construction of the Freedom class is spearheaded by Lockheed Martin at Fincantieri Marinette Marine Shipyard in Wisconsin, while that of Independence-class ships is led by Austal USA in Alabama. These are relatively small surface vessels and are primarily designed for operations near shore, though they can undertake open ocean operations. During the late 1990s, the U.S. Navy understood that cruisers and destroyers would be vulnerable to attacks in shallow coastal waters. The idea behind the Littoral Combat Ship, as described by former Secretary of the Navy Gordon R. England, is to create a small, fast, maneuverable, and relatively inexpensive number of the DDX family of ships. If required, these ships will absorb an attack and protect the much more expensive cruiser or destroyers. The LCS is envisioned to be a networked, agile, stealthy surface combatant capable of defeating anti-access and asymmetric threats in coastal waters. Interestingly, the LCS has a modular design. The vessels can be configured with different modules for specific roles that include anti-submarine warfare, mine countermeasures, anti-surface warfare, intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, homeland defense, maritime intercept, special operations, and logistics. The LCS aligns with the U.S. Navy's distributed lethality concept that aims to disperse firepower across different platforms. LCS has a displacement of around 3,000 tons depending on the type and configuration. The small size and inclusion of certain stealth features makes them hard to detect. These are fast, having a speed of 46 miles per hour or 74 kilometers per hour, and also have a reasonably decent range of about 8,000 kilometers or 4,900 miles. The warship of this class has a lot of sensors like ADS, TRS-3D, air and surface search radar, as well as electronic warfare suites such as the Argonne ST-WBR-2000 ESM system. The interior volume and payload are greater than some destroyers and are sufficient to serve as a high-speed transport and maneuver platform. Depending on the mission, each warship can carry up to 2 helicopters, which includes MH-60RS Seahawk and MQ-8 Fire Scout. These assets enhance the surveillance and targeting capability. While many aspects of LCS seem to have impressed the Chinese, The speed at which the U.S. incorporated a test of a Harpoon missile in 2016 on an Independence-class LCS got special attention from the Chinese. The paper noted, "The results showed that with simple transformation, the LCS could also possess some anti-ship capabilities." It further added, "Modular weapons can reduce ship construction costs, while weapons manufactured with the same interface standard can be easily installed on ships that meet this standard. This is extremely conducive to boosting the ship's overall capabilities, while ease of maintenance and ability for rapid retrofitting are greatly enhanced." LCS can be armed with a variety of weapons. 1 BAE Systems Mark 110 57mm gun, 1 Raytheon C-Rams CIWS close-in weapon system, 4 50 caliber guns, 2 aft, 2 forward, 2 30mm Mark 44 Bushmaster 2 guns, part of SUW module, 24 AGM-114L Hellfire missiles, or 21 RIM-116 rolling airframe surface-to-air missiles, or 8 NSMs in-deck-mounted canisters. Naval strike missiles, or NSMs, will be the most potent weapon of LCS, which gives it robust firepower and the ability to take on much larger opponents. It can be used for land attacks, too. The missile has a range of 100 miles or 185 kilometers and is capable of high subsonic speeds. It has sea skim mode, by which it travels very close to the surface, making it hard to detect and intercept. It's also designed to maneuver to avoid enemy defenses. It's equipped with 276 pounds or 125 kilogram multi-purpose blast fragmentation warhead. NSM features an imaging IR seeker, which is complemented by inertial GPS navigation and has a database of representative ship types. In the long run, the LCSs are expected to progressively replace slower and specialized ships such as minesweepers and amphibious assault ships. Since the fielding of naval strike missiles has drawn more scrutiny from the People's Liberation Army Navy, the Chinese paper concedes that more U.S. surface ships with more anti-ship missiles operating in small surface action groups rather than larger formations like carrier strike groups or amphibious expeditionary strike groups would make matters much harder for the Chinese military. While the LCS program has been criticized in the U.S. due to several reasons, it's evident that the rivals are worried about the way it can operate in the battle scenario.